Elway boots and rolls to his right, stops, throws down deep the middle of the field. Rod Smith's got it! Denver touchdown! And Denver will become the 6th franchise in NFL history to win back-to-back Super Bowls.
Please welcome Super Bowl 33 MVP, quarterback, and current general manager, John Elway.
Newton in the gun from his own 15. Pressure there, he'll be set. Miller knocks it away. Broncos get it, touchdown! Denver is your Super Bowl 50 champion.
From the Broncos locker room, Super Bowl 50 MVP, linebacker, Von Miller. Representing your Super Bowl 50 champions, please welcome quarterback Peyton Manning. And now, please welcome the 2016 Denver Broncos to the field.
Well, how is that for a preamble to the new season? Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Michelle Tafoya, welcome to Denver. Back to the future we go. This is where we stopped 7 months ago at Santa Clara. Super Bowl 50 final score, Denver 24, Carolina 10. For the Panthers, their dream season, they were 15-1 during the regular year, ended with a thud thanks to that ferocious Denver defense. Now this year for Denver, a lot of changes. Number one, of course, is at quarterback. And partner, Peyton Manning has retired. Perhaps you heard.
Yes.
Breaking news. So tonight, one Trevor Siemian, who's never thrown a pass in the National Football League, gets to start. What do you know about him?
How about the quarterback matchup, right? You got the MVP Cam Newton going against young Trevor Siemian. Has one snap in his NFL career to his name. Taking over for the great Peyton Manning. World champion Broncos against Luke Kuechly in this tremendous defense. He is a very cool customer and he has some talent. But this is going to be a big challenge tonight.
He's pretty cool, but that heart rate has to be a little up right about now. On the other side, of course, you've got Cam Newton. He was the league MVP, a ton of talent on that Carolina team. What do you think of that squad?
Great offense, but I don't think enough credit has been given to Carolina's defense, the job they did in the Super Bowl, holding Peyton Manning and company under 200 yards of offense and losing the game. It just added to the frustration. This is a team fired up and ready to go tonight.
This is the first time since 1970 when Kansas City met Minnesota that the two Super Bowl teams from the prior year met on the opening weekend. It's the Panthers and the Broncos on NBC next.
Get apps, videos, and more at iTunes.com/NFL. NBC's NFL Kickoff Special is brought to you by the 2017 Kia Sorento. Learn more at kia.com. By Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. And by Verizon. Welcome to Verizon LTE Advanced, the next-gen network.
The 2017 Kia Sorento monitors your driving environment with available intelligent features like a lane departure warning system, advanced smart cruise control, and blind spot detection. Not to mention, it was named a 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus, so it helps protect you in more ways than one. The 2017 Kia Sorento.
Marco, Polo! Marco, Polo! Marco, Polo! Scusa. Ma io sono Marco Polo, ma...
Playing Marco Polo with Marco Polo? Surprising.
Ragazzini, io sono Marco Polo. Sì, sono qui.
What's not surprising? How much money Amanda and Keith saved by switching to Geico.
Ah, Polo? Polo?
15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Polo?
Americans don't celebrate the good enough canyon. We didn't aim to be second to the moon. Verizon doesn't settle for good enough either. So now we're introducing Verizon LTE Advanced. With 50% faster peak speeds in more than 450 cities coast to coast. So don't settle for an unlimited plan with limits. Switch now and get our best deal. 20 gigs of limitless data with 4 lines for only $160. Welcome to the Next Gen Network.
So, can I see you again?
I'm free on Black Forest Ham Day.
There's a Subway 350 sub of the day to help you remember life's important days.
We got married in June.
On Tuna Day.
Every day a different 350 6-inch sub. Every day of the week. Every sub contains no artificial flavors. At just $3.50, it's a great sub at a great price.
Her name is Terry.
She was born on Sweet
Onion Chicken Teriyaki Day.
The 350 sub of the day. Every day of the week at Subway.
For the best Sunday Night Football social experience, go to snfallaccess.com. And throughout the game, follow SNF on Twitter for Michelle Tafoya's updates from the sidelines.
NBC Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Denver Broncos and the National Football League ask that you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Please welcome Grammy-nominated artist Andra Day.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, the national anthem has become the big story. You saw all of the Panthers standing, and except for Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, who was down on one knee, the rest of the Broncos were standing, and that is the national anthem postscript in Denver tonight. All right, let's go down to the field right now. Check in with Michelle Tafoya.
Well, Al, the quarterback situation here in Denver drew so much attention through the offseason that the team's dominant defense almost became an afterthought. After all, it was the side of the ball that carried the Broncos through the playoffs and to their Super Bowl win. DeMarcus Ware alone had 7 quarterback hits on Tom Brady in the AFC Championship game and sacked Cam Newton twice in the Super Bowl. And he did so while nursing a lower back injury he's had for years. So he sat out the entire offseason and preseason, and he told me that made him appreciate what rehab can do, especially at this point in his career. The 12-year vet said he never questioned whether he could get back on the field, but he wanted to wait until his body could do what his head asked it to do. Al Ware told me he feels good, but Gary Kubiak wants to keep him to about 25 plays tonight.
All right, thank you, Michelle. Dallas and now Denver for him, and probably Canton someday. You're looking at Gary Kubiak. Spent 8 seasons with the Houston Texans, was fired there, went to Baltimore as the offensive coordinator for a year, and then He succeeded John Fox here in Denver and brings home the Super Bowl trophy as a rookie head coach. Ron Rivera on the other side, two-time coach of the year. He won that award in 2013, and then last year when they were 15-1 and won 2 playoff games before they lost to Denver in the Super Bowl. 6th season at the Panther helm. Graham Gano will be kicking off for Carolina. They won the toss and deferred. The new rule this year is if it's a touchback, it comes out not to the 20 as it has forever, but to the 25. There's going to be some interesting strategy. A lot of teams are going to choose to kick it down to the outside, maybe to the 15 or 10-yard line, and take their chances on making the tackle.
And they have 3 returners back for the Broncos just in case.
They have 2 guys at the 20, 2 at the 5, and 1 all the way back in the end zone. It's the mile-high altitude here, and we start the way we normally do in Denver with a touchback. So here he comes. Trevor Siemian played his college football at Northwestern, grew up in the state of Florida. Last year he got in for 1 play, took a knee in Pittsburgh, and there's Gene Steratore probably wishing him some good luck. The referee tonight, and here we go. Game 1 of 256 on the National Football League schedule. C.J. Anderson is the running back. Demarius Thomas goes in motion to the left side. And the fake, and then a sidearm sling, and that's caught by Demarius Thomas. And a nice way for Siemian to begin his career. An 11-yard gain for the former baseball player, throwing sidearm for a first down.
He just turned a double play. I think Brett Favre would be proud of this one. Coney Ely right there just dropped down like a baseball player would and got it out sidearm. Perfectly done. And that's the kind of poise. Everybody that we talked to, Al, didn't they said the same thing. This kid is just so cool. If he's nervous, it'll be the first time we've seen it.
Last year, of course, he spent all year under the tutelage of Peyton Manning, followed him step for step from the 31-yard line. First down for the Broncos, and a straight drop back here. Look out, pressure comes, gets it away and throws it away. Pressure that time put on by the safety, Kurt Coleman. Let's take a look at the Bronco offense.
Trevor Siemian, Northwestern.
C.J. Anderson, UC Berkeley.
Andy Janovich, Nebraska.
Demarius Thomas, Georgia Tech.
Emmanuel Sanders, SMU.
Virgil Green, Nevada.
Russell Oakland, Oklahoma State.
Max Garcia, Florida.
Matt Paradis, Boise State.
Michael Schofield, Michigan. Donald Stevenson, Oklahoma.
Pro Football Focus ranks at the bottom there. 2 new tackles, both picked up in free agency. So on second down now, rolling to his right, and the pass is a little high, intended for Emmanuel Sanders. It'll be 3rd and 10, and let's take a look at the Panther defense.
Charles Johnson, University of Georgia.
Star Lotulelei, University of Utah.
K1 Short, Purdue.
Coney Ely, University of Missouri.
Shaq Thompson, Washington.
Luke Kuechly, Boston College.
Thomas Davis, Georgia.
James Bradbury, Sanford University.
Kirk Coleman, the Ohio State University.
Trey Boston, North Carolina.
Benet Benwickery, San Jose State University.
Great front 7 and 1 rookie, not 2, starting in the secondary, because Benwickery is a veteran starting on the other side. From Bradbury, Siemian flushed out, throws against the grain, and it's caught by Green for a first down. So Siemian escaping, rolling against the grain, and firing it for a gain of 11.
Well, we've seen the athleticism already. A bootleg and now a move to the left and a very easy shoulder turn and throw back to the right. Just nicely done. They have thrown 3 different looks at him defensively. One of the things Carolina is going to try and do in this game is never sort of give him the same pre-snap look.
Here's a quick snap on first down. Pass caught on the Carolina side of the field. Emmanuel Sanders, he of the new contract, 3 years for about $33 million. They've already picked up as many first downs in the game tonight as they did in the entire Super Bowl on 3rd down.
And interesting on that 3rd and long, I'm not sure they converted any of them on 3rd and 7+ in the Super Bowl. 0 for 7 in that game. And here he comes out and gets the first 3rd and 10.
New look here. They went out and drafted, the Broncos did, Andy Janovich, a fullback. And Gary Kubiak incorporating him into the system, and there he is fronting Anderson. Green goes in motion, the tight end to the slot, and on 2nd and 5, Anderson cuts it back, First down and more to the 34-yard line. C.J. Anderson had a good second half of the season last year. Miami wanted him. Denver had to match the contract, and they did. Gain of 13.
Got Shaq Thompson right here, and watch the fake of the bootleg. Hold right here and allow this cutback on the backside. They're very excited about the two new tackles they've got in here. Russell Okung, Donald Stevenson on the outside. They think it's going to really perk up their running game.
At the 34-yard line. Green comes this way to the right slot. Keep it on the ground. Good room there for Anderson. Takes it to the 29-yard line. Nice opening drive for the Broncos. Take a look at that Carolina D, talking about that front seven. They gave up those 24 points, but only 194 total yards, and 1 for 14 were the Broncos on third down.
One other note on the defense of the Carolina Panthers. We thought we were going to see two rookie cornerbacks start. Instead, Bené Benwikri, number 25 in the game, as the other corner along with James Bradbury.
Now you've got a rookie Devontae Booker as the tailback here, and this is his first NFL carry. And he gets to the 28-yard line, and the ball is loose. Booker's first carry results in a fumble, and it's recovered by Carolina. So Simeon makes that impressive debut, and Luke Kuechly, no stranger to forcing fumbles, comes up with it. Carolina gets it.
This is not the land of good enough. Americans don't celebrate the Good Enough Canyon. We didn't aim to be second to the moon. And we don't strive to write the so-so American novel. We demand the best. Verizon doesn't settle for good enough either. We have a history of building the future again and again. And now we're introducing Verizon LTE Advanced, the next generation of wireless, powering America's largest and fastest 4G LTE network ever, bringing you 50% faster peak speeds, not just in some cities, but in over 450 cities from coast to coast. Welcome to the Next Gen Network.
Tyrod Taylor fires it downfield. Oh, it is dropped. The receiver dropped him.
I wish Tyrod would have thrown me the ball.
Is that too hard for you? Nice catch.
Wish bold in the 2017 Camry.
My turn.
Toyota, let's go places.
This NFL Kickoff Special being brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. By Verizon. Welcome to Verizon LTE Advanced, the Next Gen Network. By Bud Light, beer with your team on it. And by U.S. Bank. Look back to that early evening in Santa Clara in February. Peyton Manning, Denver Broncos winning their third Super Bowl. So Booker's first carry is a fumble, ends what was a good-looking Denver drive that went 46 yards, 8 plays. Now the crowd roars. Cam Newton, the league MVP, to take the snap, and they start on the ground and give it to Jonathan Stewart, their workhorse back, 9th year out of Oregon. And let's go back to the fumble.
Yeah, Luke Kuechly's going to come shooting through and make the hit, but it's Charles Johnson's going to get his hand in there and strip the ball out. And Booker had some issues in college fumbling the ball, but he'll learn in the National Football League. You better hang on tight or you sit the bench.
Shaq Thompson with the fumble recovery. The ball at the 35. Trips to the right. They stack 3 receivers in that direction. Newton out of the shotgun. And on 2nd and 4, they run the option. And it's taken for a first down as Stewart gets it up to the 45-yard line. What a problem for the defense, because Newton, of course, can run. Then they have that mesh point. He handles that about as well as anybody. Gives this one to Stewart.
Yeah, watch Jonathan Stewart here with this elusiveness. The second most elusive back in the National Football League. He made 56 people miss last year. You don't think for a big back that's going to happen. But a lot of times that strength is able to just pull away from those arm tackles.
You've got Newton 245, Tolbert 250, and Stewart 240 as your backs. Those are your three backs in this set. And this time it's given to Mike Tolbert, who went to the Pro Bowl. Short gain here. And it'll be 2nd and 9. For Cam Newton, great season, 4th quarterback in the history of the league to win the MVP award before the age of 27. He's in his 6th year. Won the Heisman Trophy at Auburn and was the #1 overall pick in the NFL draft back in 2011 with Von Miller of Denver as the #2 pick that year. Pretty good Quinella. 2nd and 9 at the 47. Pressure. Newton hangs in, fires errantly, incomplete, intended for his favorite target, Greg Olsen. And let's take a look at the Carolina starters.
Cam Newton, Auburn University. Jonathan Stewart, the University of Oregon.
Kelvin Benjamin, D. Florida State.
Ted Ginn Jr., The Irish State University.
Greg Olsen, the U.
Ed Dixon, Oregon Ducks.
Michael Orr, Heidi Toddy Land.
Andrew Norwell, The Ohio State.
Ryan Khalil, University of Southern California.
Trey Turner, LSU.
Mike Remmers, Oregon State.
Well, so it was Remmers who took all of the heat last year. It was Remmers, for the most part, facing Von Miller, and before they can snap it on 3rd down, timeout is called by the Carolina Panthers. Ron Rivera, pedigree is defense, played his college ball at Cal, then with the Chicago Bears. 3rd down and Newton since 2011 when he came into the league. Take a look at that. Leads the NFL in all of those categories. 66% of the time he picks up a 1st down on 3rd and whatever. So when you talk about the Carolina running game, I mean, I don't want to say it starts with him, but he is obviously a very key figure.
He's a remarkable player is really what he is. And I don't know that we've seen players like him very often. He's a quarterback. He is a fullback. He's the running back. He's the ringleader. And there was the kryptonite a Super Bowl ago.
Which led to a gigantic 9-figure contract for Miller. 9.5 to go in the quarter. 3rd and 9 after the timeout. Empty backfield. Newton with good protection fires and then is caught, and then is Kelvin Benjamin, who had a great rookie year, and then last year before the first preseason game had even been played, tore his ACL and was gone for the year. Back he comes this season, gain of 17.
Mike Tolbert down on the chip many times in the Super Bowl. Tolbert was in that position and did not make contact. You give Cam a little time, and there he is, the guy that they have been waiting to return, Kelvin Benjamin, a guy that is so big, he just looks unusual playing the wide receiver position.
It's about as big as Beacham, too. 6'5" and 245. A little flip this time to Ted Ginn. Ginn inside the 30. He has a 1st down and takes the ball to the 16-yard line where the safety, Darian Stewart, catches up with him. Another 1st down for the Panthers.
Misdirection, a big part of this offense, but watch Cam here as this thing goes the other way. Just sort of casually stand there, but then get the seal block on the outside. And when a guy 250 blocks you from the quarterback position, you pay attention. Pretty good shot right there.
It's a throwing shoulder, too. Come up this time in the eye with Tolbert fronting Stewart. Out of a tight formation. This is Stewart to the 14. Stewart used to be part of double trouble with D'Angelo Williams. Then Williams was sent to Pittsburgh. Take a look at the Bronco defense now.
Derek Wolfe, Cincinnati.
Sylvester Williams, North Carolina.
Jared Crick, Nebraska. Von Miller, Texas A&M.
Brandon Marshall, Nevada.
Todd Davis, Sacramento State.
DeMarcus Ware, Troy.
Akeem Talib, Kansas.
TJ Ward, Oregon.
Darian Stewart, South Carolina.
Chris Harris Jr., Kansas Jayhawks.
Excellent corners. Of course, with Miller and Ware, you know all about them. Guys up front are good. Record-setting defense last year under the guidance of one Wade Phillips. Jumping across but getting back, and that was Shane Ray who came across the line. There's a flag first.
Expiration of the play clock. Carolina has called their second timeout.
Well, he came across the line. They called the second timeout. Newton had looked up at the clock, so they've used 2 already. 2nd and 8 when we come back.
You and I. My brother and I have always been rivals. We would dream about racing each other in Monaco. And you were always by my side. We were born brothers. Competition made us friends. Wish bold in a 2017 Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
So my daughter tells me you don't eat meat.
Nope.
Vizio 60-inch 4K Ultra HD TV with Google Cast, $678. Save money, live better, Walmart.
Is that iced tea?
Nope, it's lemonade.
Is that iced tea?
Lemonade.
Iced tea?
What's with these people, man? Lemonade. Read the sign. Lemonade. Read it.
Okay.
Delicious.
Iced tea at a lemonade stand? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much money Marin saved by switching to Geico.
It's lemonade, man.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
7 ingredients. Wonder what they are.
Corrosion inhibitor.
Solvent fluid.
Demulsifier.
Fuel detergent number 1.
Fuel detergent number 2.
Anti-adhesion compound.
And marker molecules.
Get better gas mileage with Synergy. Exxon and Mobil. Energy lives here.
We crushed it last week, buddy. You scored 2 touchdowns. I put you in my lineup.
We did it.
Without NFL.com fantasy football, what would friends talk about?
You, fly often?
Yes.
It's not too late to play. Sign up for free at NFL.com/fantasy.
The one and only Wade Phillips, defensive coordinator last year. Look at those numbers for his group. And, of course, they were spectacular in postseason and off the charts in the Super Bowl. So Carolina had to take its second timeout. It's 2nd down and 8 now as we resume play on the Panthers' opening drive. And over the middle, and that is caught in the end zone by Benjamin. So what a return for Kelvin Benjamin. Great rookie year, out all of last year. Flag is on the field at the 1-yard line, coming out late. But down the field they go after they recover the fumble. And pending the flag, that will be a 71-yard drive. 5 rushes and 3 passes, 8 plays total.
I just don't know how you defend this when you've got a body this big. Just going to throw it above the rim and go get it. And let's give a little credit to Mike Remmers on the outside. Had a very tough Super Bowl indeed, but getting the job done so far against Von Miller.
Waiting for Gene Sterator's call here.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting, Carolina number 70. The 15-yard penalty will assessed on the kickoff. This is also number 70's first penalty as it relates to his disqualification.
And that's a new rule. You get another one of those and you're gone. You're out of the game.
But basically, it's not an in-game personal foul. It has to be sort of after the fact, taunting, talking, pushing, fighting, something like that after the play.
So it'll be assessed on the kickoff, and jumping up and down. I guess you could say that's taunting.
Little much, good call.
33-yard field goal, extra point. 2nd year for that rule. Graham Gano puts it through, and the Panthers cash in on the Booker fumble. 7:13 to go in the opening period. 7-0 Carolina.
He's on?
All right, here goes nothing.
Oh.
Oh, whoa. Wow, I can see everything.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not doing this part.
Oh, that is amazing.
So beautiful.
In your own backyard.
I'm preparing.
For what?
To get my baby brother from the Storks.
Storks don't deliver babies anymore. Our new phone!
On September 23rd, a little surprise goes a long way.
You accidentally made a baby.
What a twist!
From the studio that delivered the Lego movie.
The Storks are bringing me a baby brother!
I am in love.
I'm in love too.
I agree.
Storks, rated PG, September 23rd.
Oh, no!
The people who tattooed my body, I can help you bring them down. Let's make them pay.
Wow, so punk.
Archie Punjabi joins Blind Spot, Wednesday on NBC.
Don't miss a moment of the game with the NBC Sports app. You can watch the game anywhere live on your laptop, tablet, and connected TVs. Oh, that's an appropriate shot. Rocky Mountain sunset. That kind of sunset into which John Elway and Peyton Manning rode off at the end of their careers.
Must be nice, huh?
Perfect ending for John and for Peyton, both a part of that pregame ceremony. So 7-0 Carolina on opening night. And Denver to get the ball again. They had a good first drive going until the fumble. And then the cash in by the Panthers.
Carolina, the #1 takeaway team a year ago, and off to a good start here.
And here's your penalty being assessed here. So the kickoff is from the 20-yard line. And he bangs it to the back of the end zone. That's about, what, 88 yards in the air? From the 20 to about 8 yards into the end zone. The Denver quarterback situation, the odyssey, as it were. You go back to last year, Peyton Manning retiring. They thought they had Brock Osweiler, but he said, no, I'm going to go to Houston for $72 million. So they bring in Mark Sanchez in a trade from Philadelphia. They draft Paxton Lynch and trade up to get him. Simeon was here last year as the #3 guy, and he didn't figure to be the starting quarterback. But John Elway figured, all right, let me bring in Sanchez, see if he can win the job. He didn't. And it was Simeon who won it. And his pass to the outside here is caught along the sideline by Emmanuel Sanders. Out to the 39-yard line. That is a gain of 14. See if he got it. Denver's going to get up to the line fairly quickly.
Was he in possession or was he in the air?
Well, no challenge flag yet. And whatever it is, it's history. C.J. Anderson to the 42. I thought Rivera might throw one there.
You know, you never know how coaches react to those things. Is it too early in the game and you don't want to waste one and all those kinds of things? Big game, but
right.
The most impressive thing so far for me has been the play of Trevor Siemian. I mean, and give Gary Kubiak some credit because he's come out and allowed this young man with all eyeballs on him to throw the football.
From the 42, that's close to a first down, and that's Demarius Thomas. Caught 105 balls and a few drops as well last year, and that's enough for a first down. They made Demarius one of the 3-team captains. Demarius Thomas last year, another good season, 7th year in the league, #1 pick back in 2010. Been to the Pro Bowl 4 times.
Yeah, I wish I had a bad year like he had. 105 catches, 1,300 yards, 6 touchdowns. I can see that's a horrible year.
Weems is eligible here. It's Janovich, the fullback, coming into the backfield. And trying to provide leverage, but getting none right there because you've got Luke Kuechly taking care of C.J. Anderson.
You just can't get there. The Denver Broncos were talking about Luke Kuechly and the chess match that goes on with him. They're going to try and give him some looks that look like last year and then are completely different. they say he is the one guy that seems to know your offense better than the offensive players do. And we've seen it already. A forced fumble on a big hit, and now come right back and make another big play.
He was their first pick back in 2012 out of Boston College. They go empty with 5 wide here. And it's caught on the outside, and Anderson breaks a tackle and stays in bounds. And C.J. Anderson gets it to the 30-yard line.
You're going to get the 2 linebackers in the gap, but look what happens. Star Latulele, because when Kuechly drops out, the guard had moved down, but it was Trevor Siemian who hung in there, kept his cool, got the ball out. And a big play. Now watch this hit at the end of this one with Davis.
From the 30 now. Stay on the ground. This is Booker. So Booker, after he made that debut, which you'll never forget with a fumble, holds on to it this time and gets it just inside the 25-yard line for a gain of 6.
Andy Janovich in there leading the way, but you know, this is a good move for Gary Kubiak as well. Young man comes out, you know he's nervous. You got Trevor Siemian, you know he probably was a little nervous, and what do? Throw the ball over the park. He fumbles the first one, put him right back in the game and let him play.
And he said that Kubiak said Booker will see a lot of action because he won the number 2 job over Ronnie Hillman, who'd been here for a while. They let him go. And again, on the ground to the 21-yard line goes Booker, about 1.5 yards short of the first down. 3rd down upcoming.
Well, there's no question that these 2 linebackers about as good as there are playing the game. Thomas Davis and the speed that he has, which is so remarkable after having 3 straight years of knee surgeries, and Jerry Richardson just believed in him, told him you're still our guy, brought him back again, and boy have they rewarded the Panthers with his play lately. He has just been sensational. But here they go again. Watch these 2 linebackers right up in there. They want to put pressure. Very rarely do both come.
And 3rd and 2, leaping and making the catch is Demaryius Thomas. He went to work on the rookie corner, James Bradbury, and won that spot and is a little slow in getting up. 1st down, Denver.
3rd down and short. They're going to go after Bradbury, but this has been the key guy in this football game so far. Trevor Siemian looking the safeties off. Now remember, this is a young man that went into Notre Dame Stadium while he was playing at Northwestern and got a win there. So it's not the first time he's been in front of the bright lights.
Demaryius Thomas has to go to the bench, and they go to the ground here with C.J. Anderson taking it to the 16-yard line.
They just cannot get to Kuechly. They just can't get to him. They're trying to reach him with the backside tackle here all the way across, and there's just no way. Boy, he reads it so fast, and really he's making all these great run plays, but I think without question he's the best cover linebacker there is in the game.
He rarely has a bad game, rarely has an average game. He is all over the place. On 2nd and 10, look out, and Siemian's going to go down. So he surveyed the field, didn't see anything, and then Vernon Butler, the number 1 draft choice out of Louisiana Tech, picks up his first NFL sack.
Immediate pressure, but you'll see all the way around the field. Good coverage by those linebackers we were talking about on the outside. There's Trey Boston with solid coverage and just nowhere to go. And right up the gut against Max Garcia, the young rookie makes an impression early.
Butler with a sack. Thomas comes back into the game. They go 5 wide on 3rd and 19 from the 26. And it is tipped and it is picked off at the line of scrimmage, and that is Thomas Davis. 3 ACL surgeries. His arm looking grotesque in the Super Bowl last year. He plays through everything every year. 12 years in the league. Gets the pick here. 2nd turnover for the Broncos. Carolina with the ball.
We've just been hearing so much about how you're a digital company, yet here you are, building a jet engine.
Well, GE is digital and industrial.
Like peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
Ham and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Cops and robbers. Nachos and karate.
Not that one so much. The rest were really good.
Socks and shoes.
Okay, Ricky.
Scalpel.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just a TV doctor.
I never went to college.
I don't do blood. But now, thanks to Cigna, I can do more than just look the part.
Is that a foot?
We are the TV Doctors of America.
And we're partnering with Cigna to help save lives.
By getting you to a real doctor for an annual checkup.
So go, know, and take control of your health.
Doctor poses.
Cigna, together all the way. Americans don't celebrate the good enough canyon. We didn't aim to be second to the moon. Verizon doesn't settle for good enough either. So now we're introducing Verizon LTE Advanced. With 50% faster peak speeds in more than 450 cities coast to coast. So don't settle for an unlimited plan with limits. Switch now and get our best deal. 20 gigs of limitless data with 4 lines for only $160. Welcome to the Next Gen Network.
The Good Place is a must-watch new comedy.
You are dead.
Cool.
Ted Danson is comedy gold, and Kristen Bell really shines.
Somebody royally forked up.
You can't curse here.
That's bullshit.
The Good Place, Thursdays after Superstore this fall on NBC.
From the creators of Supernatural and The Shield, one team must defend the past to save the future. Timeless is the name of the show, premiering Monday, October the 3rd, right here on NBC.
Sort of like Thomas Davis.
Yes. Man, we talked about that front seven. Have they done a job already tonight? Kuechly, Davis, you had Butler with the sack, the Tulele with the tip to create the pick. A minute to go in the opening frame from the 36-yard line. Newton getting away and avoids the sack and then just dumps it into the bench. And then he pays a little bit of a price at the end and wants to know where the flag is.
That was close for sure. Let's go back to the interception very quickly here. Tulele, when he sees these linemen come out, just going to slide with him and get his hands on the ball. Very savvy play there by a veteran. I think Cam Newton is now going, I thought we protected the quarterbacks in this league.
It was Derek Wolfe who popped him at the end. 2nd and 10. And coming out of the backfield with it, staying on his feet and chugging forward. Jonathan Stewart played his college ball at Oregon. Panthers picked him #1 back in 2008.
You know, you don't think about Jonathan Stewart being such a big guy until you stand right next to him. 240 pounds at least, and he is just rock solid. Mike Tolbert on the other side, he's listed at 250, maybe just a shade over that. Huge guys. This is some team coming off the bus.
Every package is a jumbo package with these guys. Waning seconds of the quarter. Empty backfield on a 3rd and 6. Looking for the shovel, and there it is. And a great tackle at the 41-yard line. Darian Stewart came up to make the hit. And that creates 4th down on Mike Tolbert. It's end of 1. It's Carolina 7 and Denver nothing on opening night. And this NFL kickoff special continues on NBC after these messages.
Will this can repeat? Will this can make it back? Or is this your can's year? Your can's thinking playoffs. Your can's thinking Houston.
Don't jinx it.
Your can is Houston. You root for this can. Your father roots for this can. Your father's father rooted for this can.
This is our year, fellas.
So dress like this guy. And play like this guy.
You can't catch me.
Right now, there's a 32 can tie for first. Broadway cans, breakout cans, cans with a whole extra man. The can that had the 8th pick in the draft. Until they traded it to this can. Who traded it to this can? Who traded it to this can? The can that brought football back to LA. The can with the loudest fans in the world. Cans that don't like each other very much. Will you watch your can while stuffing your face with stuffing? Will your can take it to the limit? Can your can finally get a quarterback? Hey. Whether you're wearing beads, stripes, or cheese. If you bleed blue, black and yellow, purple, or various shades of red, this is your beer.
Here with my team on it.
Just breathe.
I need your help.
Don't miss Money Monster, now on Blu-ray. September 22nd. The groundbreaking series, Chicago Med. Moves to Thursdays.
We are the ones who have been chosen to do this.
Chicago Med, September 22nd on NBC. And watch season 1 now.
And tonight's aerial coverage being brought to you by Geico in Denver. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, and Michelle Tafoya. And speaking of Michelle Tafoya, here she is.
Well, Al, Denver linebacker Brandon Marshall, who was a teammate of Colin Kaepernick's at Nevada, was the lone player who knelt during tonight's anthem. We've received a statement from the Broncos which reads, quote, "While we encourage members of our organization to stand during the national anthem, we understand and respect it being a personal decision." Al?
All right, thank you, Michelle. And, of course, that will be the story at every stadium this weekend. And it was over the past 2 weekends of, or the weeks of the preseason.
God bless America that you have that right.
Jordan Taylor is back to receive. This is Andy Lee, longtime 49er, went to Cleveland and then to Carolina during preseason. Multi-time Pro Bowler, and he will drop that one into the end zone. You know, you look at the Denver Broncos, Chris, and rarely has a team gone into a season with as many questions. Of course, it all revolves around the quarterback situation. You know, everybody thinks that Simeon is just a placeholder for Paxton Lynch. I mean, how do you see this playing out down the line?
Watch him closely tonight as he plays. You'll see a guy that has a very professional delivery of the football. It's a very tight motion. He gets it out. And they say the most impressive part about this young man is the way he processes information inside the pocket. That's what they look for. When they go out scouting quarterbacks, that's the one most important feature they look for.
Very bright kid. He went to school in Florida, had a 3.9 grade point average. And we asked him about the future in professional football after college football. He said he had a choice between Northwestern, Harvard, and Rutgers. Deep drop here, and the pass is caught up at the 35-yard line and taken in there by Emmanuel Sanders. So Sanders off to a nice start tonight. 3 catches for 34 yards.
Emmanuel Sanders had a nice week, got paid too. Let's take a look at the motion here of Trevor Siemian. Now, he's not a huge guy, but not a lot of wasted motion there, right over the top, and really accurate. And the thing that I enjoyed about going to practice, a lot of times the offense and defense can be split, but every time he made a good throw in practice, the defensive guys were whooping it up like somebody had made an interception. Very rarely do you see that. You know he's liked.
Anderson following his fullback, CJ off to the races to the Carolina 36. The fullback, Andy Janovich, the rookie from Nebraska, picked him in the 6th round. Kubiak loves fullbacks, and so does Anderson right now. Gain of 28.
Two-time state wrestling champ. Look at this block right here. And not only does he get the block, but he gets a little angle to let C.J. Anderson know exactly where he expected him to run. Beautifully done on Thomas Davis. Big hole. And look at Demaryius Thomas on the outside, sealing down on the safety. There you go. Get the missed tackle on the outside by the rookie James Bradbury. There he is. And Demaryius Thomas, absolutely one of the best blocking receivers in the game.
Another deep drop. Simeon, he's going to take off. We're going to see him run. Thrusts forward to the 29-yard line. Luke Kuechly made the stop on the guy who played at Northwestern, had a phenomenal game against Notre Dame. You were there, Chris. And then the next week at Purdue, tore up his ACL.
Isn't it amazing? Your best moment followed by your worst. But he really was thinking that he was just going to go get a job. You know, he had already sent out some applications. He said, yeah, you know, I was splitting time at quarterback at Northwestern. I'd love to play. I'm in rehab. Is anybody really going to take me? And the Broncos drafted him in the 7th round, and look where he is now.
And he was going to go into commercial real estate if he didn't make the team. Anderson, gain of 1. His father's a surgeon, Dr. Walter Simeon. In fact, his folks are here tonight. Mom Colleen, there they are. Dr. Simeon, Colleen.
They've been in a few pressure situations. Mom's an emergency room nurse as well, so They don't look too nervous.
No.
Trevor doesn't look too nervous. I don't know why anybody was too nervous.
That's where he gets it from.
Of course, you don't get any gold stars for moving it between the 20s, right? You got to start scoring some points here, too.
And you can't turn the ball over. That's been the problem twice thus far. They give it to the fullback, and Janovich's first carry in the National Football League is a touchdown. Gary Kubiak has to be laughing to himself. This is what he loves to do. This is what he wanted to do. He couldn't do it with Peyton Manning last year, but it's his ball club now, and the fullback scores.
Watch Bené Benwikri. He said there's no way they're giving the ball to the fullback. He's going to run right by him. Didn't even see him, never even considered that Andy Janovich was going to get the ball, and there he goes. They get Kuechly blocked. They miss a tackle down the field by Kurt Coleman. How about that?
So they say the fullback is a dying breed. McManus's extra point for the moment goes through. We got a flag.
He may never want another carry the rest of his life. Just carry that average around forever.
1 for 1. 1 for 1, 28-yard average. Look at that. If this penalty is on Carolina, they can opt to go for 2, take half the distance.
Defense. The penalty is declined. PAT is good. Timeout.
All right. Take the point. 12:16 to go in the opening half on opening night of the 2016 season. 7-7 in the Mile High City.
Mayday, mayday, this is Deepwater Horizon.
Oh, come on, we gotta go!
My husband, Mike Williams, is on the Deepwater Horizon.
Everybody calm down. What's wrong? Not now, baby. My wife's name's Felicia. And my daughter's Sydney. And I will see them again. Do you understand me?
Deepwater Horizon, rated PG-13. Experience it in IMAX September 30th.
When you're ready to buy a house, a mortgage from U.S. Bank could help make it possible. And a dedicated financial partner will be with you every step of the way. See about pre-qualifying today. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
We believe that light beer shouldn't compromise on taste. And we hold true to that belief. We have to. It's tattooed on our neck. Spelled different because it's brewed different.
You were born to show people what love sounds like. You and me are meant to be together.
The Voice returns Monday, September 19th on NBC.
Week 1 of the NFL season continues Sunday on CBS and Fox. Check your local listings for the game in your area.
This is it. Drivers with one last chance to qualify for the chase as NASCAR heads to Richmond. Coverage begins Saturday at 7 Eastern time on NBCSN. Very pretty shot of downtown Denver on this 83 degree evening right now. Warm day, got up to close to 90, and of course a packed house at Sports Authority Field that's touched, and so it has to be run back by Ted Ginn, and they will smother him at about the 11-yard line. Carolina will start deep in its own territory. About 3 minutes into the second quarter, 7-7.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome. So under this curtain is the Chevy that was awarded most dependable by J.D. Power. Which vehicle do you think it is? The Chevy Volt.
Impala? Cruise?
It's actually the Chevy Malibu.
Oh, wow.
It was awarded most dependable midsize car by J.D. Power.
Wow, it looks great.
But not only Malibu was awarded.
What is happening? Oh my gosh, it's going up.
The Chevy Camaro was also awarded by J.D. Power as most dependable midsize sporty car.
That's amazing.
Best of both worlds.
But not just Camaro and Malibu were awarded.
What? mind-blowing.
The Equinox was awarded Most Dependable Compact SUV.
I would expect maybe 1 or 2, but 3 is a lot.
That's incredible.
Is it more incredible if they had 4?
Oh my goodness!
The Chevy Silverado HD was awarded Most Dependable Large Heavy-Duty Pickup.
There's so many.
Yeah, Chevy's earned more 2016 J.D. Power Awards for initial quality and dependability than any other brand.
Thanks for blowing our minds.
I'm Jamie Foxx for Verizon. In the nation's largest independent study by Root Metrics, again, Verizon is the #1 network.
Hi, I'm Jamie Foxx for Sprint. And I'm Jamie Foxx for T-Mobile. And we're just as good.
Really? Only Verizon was ranked #1 nationally in data, reliability, text and call, and speed. Yeah. And you're gonna fist pump to that? Get out of my sight.
Unlimited isn't a good deal if it's on a cut-rate network. Switch now and get our best deal. 20 gigs and 4 lines for only $160. All on America's best network.
With the first pick in the 2011 NFL Draft, the Panthers select Cam Newton. With the second pick, the Broncos select Von Miller.
The ball ripped away. It rolls into the end zone. Touchdown! Denver is your Super Bowl champion.
Two guys who were big stars in college. Newton playing quarterback at Auburn, and Miller outside at Texas A&M, and that's hitting the jackpot for both teams. Now they line up with Ginn in the backfield. Fake it to him. Newton will keep it himself. And Cam, who ran 8 times per game last year, gets it out to the 15-yard line where Miller makes the stop.
Yeah, and Von Miller, you think about him as the pass rusher, but he also is excellent against the run, can just hammer the edge here. They try and pull out, kick him out here, make some room for Cam. But Von Miller basically took away the left and the right, and nowhere to go.
Second and 6. Fake to Stewart.
Look out.
And Cam escapes and just flings that one toward Aurora. Chased by Todd Davis. On the topic of 1 and 2, how was that in 1983? Elway was drafted by the Colts and then refused to go there. And they facilitated a move Marvin Demoff did to the Denver Broncos. That turned out to be pretty good. And Eric Dickerson winds up as the second pick.
Yeah, and Elway had that look about the Colts, and we all know how he felt about that one.
Right. That was like Eli Manning in San Diego. Play clock at 2, and that's a 3rd timeout, so they will now have used all of their timeouts in the first half. And now Cam gets into a little bit of a give and take with T.J. Ward. Ooh, and there's some chit-chat going on.
Yeah, well, Cam Newton's not going to be afraid of any of that.
I don't think so.
Carolina practices, they do more chit-chatting than you could possibly imagine. And T.J. said, you're not chit-chatting here.
Well, Cam is 6'5", 245, and T.J. is 5'10", 200.
But this is a defense that, Cam he didn't like that, getting the crowd into it very much, and initiated it. Of course, we all know about after the game and what happened and his frustration and walking out on the press conference. And
well, I mean, the league put them in a cattle pen to do this thing.
He could hear the comments of the winning team and the Denver defensive players on the other side of the screen saying that we were hoping they would throw the ball. We knew we would win there.
Right.
I think that was the one that sent him over the top, and he said goodbye.
Yeah, it was about a 90-second pout conference, according to the people who were there, but there's something to be understood about having to be in a situation like that. 3rd and 6. And that's fired and caught up at the 30-yard line by Kelvin Benjamin. So showing no effects of that ACL. Darian Stewart makes the tackle, and now all of a sudden, the minute I say that, he starts to limp off the field here.
Yeah, and when you go and get hit directly in the back of the legs here, this has got to be the one that you stay up at night and think about after you've been through that kind of surgery. But when you have a guy that's 245 pounds, the defensive backs will tell you, what do you want me to do with it?
Yep. Got bent back, so he's over on the sideline for the moment. Check on him. We get a flag. Steratore looks like he's been really working out in the offseason.
Timeout. Denver. A 30-second timeout.
Giving Hockley a run for his money. Let's go to Michelle.
Well, let's recall that Kelvin Benjamin was running a route in training camp practice last year when he tore the ACL in his left knee. You can see him plant that left foot, and that led to season-ending surgery. Now, the ACL is a major ligament that connects from the back outside corner of the knee to the front inside corner, and it stabilizes the shin bone directly underneath the thigh bone. Benjamin told me he was on bed rest for 2 months after his reconstructive surgery before he could walk on it, Al.
Thank you, Michelle. Michelle's going to be the Surgeon General someday.
No question. She's getting good at all that
Great
stuff.
at explaining that.
Oh, you remember the year he had, though, in 2014 before that injury? So many of the plays like we saw on that touchdown, he just kept going up and playing above the rim, and one of his best friends on the team, Cam Newton, loved throwing to him.
Yep, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And that's Newton again. You know, Newton told us last night, it's a very interesting story. He loses Benjamin last year. He's really depressed because not only does he lose his #1 receiver, but he's a great pal. And he got a text from Ricky Prohl, who was with, and there is Ricky, wide receivers coach, who was with the Rams in '99. And they gave Trent Green a huge contract. He got hurt in training camp and was gone for the year. And a guy named Kurt Warner took over. Nobody knew who he was.
Yeah,
next thing you know, he's the MVP. He's the Super Bowl MVP. And well, that made Cam feel a little bit better. 2nd and 4. They give it to Jonathan Stewart. Up to the 39.
You know, one of the, there's never an upside when somebody gets hurt, but the one thing it did do for Cam Newton was it forced him to begin to look for other targets on this offense. Those two guys had become so close and so successful in 2014. Cam just wanted to throw him the ball all the time. So when he went out, then they started discovering Devin Funchess and Ted Ginn and Philly Brown, and now they're a much more balanced passing game.
Of course, Greg Olsen, the key guy last year. Benjamin is back in the game. He's outside on the bottom.
Unbalanced to the right.
3rd and 1. And handed off to Jonathan Stewart out to the 42. He goes, and Brandon Marshall makes the tackle. 1st down, Panthers.
All unbalanced is they just move an extra tackle over here, and now the tight end is right there. So just try and give you the look like they're going to go to the right, and instead they just cut it back to the left, and that was just a one-on-one matchup. And Jonathan Stewart has a way of converting those kinds of plays.
Now you've got Fozzie Whitaker in the backfield, one of their 3 backs. Stewart, Tolbert, and now Whitaker, who's more of a cutback guy at 5'10", 205. Send him out into the pattern and then throw it to him, and Whitaker makes the catch and gets tackled after a couple of yards.
One of the really effective things that Carolina did do, oh, here we go. Brandon Marshall down, and he really is now the key weak side linebacker with Danny Trevathan no longer here.
Or an injury timeout, 2nd and 6 when we come back.
So, how's retirement? Staying pretty busy, actually. Busy? Busy's good.
Honey, look.
Number 18 in the house.
He comes in here every day. Gets the same thing every time.
You know I can hear you, right? You know I can hear you, right?
There it is.
I'll be here all week. For your many retirement needs, Nationwide is on your side.
Who's the genius who puts a girl in heels on a subway grate?
Miss Monroe, eat a Snickers.
Why?
You get a little cranky when you're hungry.
Better?
Much better.
This scene will never make the cut.
Did you know that Chevrolet is the most awarded car company 2 years in a row?
Oh, wow. Surprised.
Chevy's coming out with some nice stuff. The design's great.
I love it.
#1 in my book. And Chevy's going to give you 0% financing for 72 months. That's 6 years of no interest.
That's awesome.
Yeah, right?
Wow.
If you only had 72 hours to get a great deal on this car, what would you do?
Can we sign with you?
The Chevy 72-hour sale is here. This Labor Day, get 0% financing for 72 months on all your favorite 2016 Chevy models. Hurry, the clock is ticking. Get yours now. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Nice to meet you. You want to be fat friends?
I can't fall for a fat person right now.
I guess I'll lose the weight then.
I know how complicated this delivery could get.
Only good things are going to happen here today.
I love you.
My name is Randall Peason. I'm your biological son. I didn't need a thing from you.
You want to come in?
Okay.
Marshall on the bench. They tend to him. Took a shot there, and Shaq Barrett in the game for the moment. There's Whitaker making the catch. That's the neurotrauma specialist with the blue hat. You see a lot of those folks this year on the sidelines testing them. 2nd down and 6 as play resumes. Whitaker is in the backfield. And Newton hands off to Whitaker, and Fozzie Whitaker will pick up a 1st down. As we tick down to the 8-minute remaining mark, TJ Ward makes the tackle. 1st down.
Get all the power going right up here, and then Dixon coming down right there to lead the way. Those two guys with a double team on big Sylvester Williams, who had a nice game in the Super Bowl. But when Fozzie Whitaker comes in there, he looks like he weighs about 165 pounds after seeing everybody else on the field, and that quickness is a nice change of pace for the Carolina Panthers.
Tight end Ed Dixon serves as the fullback here, and Whitaker has it again and takes the ball to the 44-yard line. Todd Davis makes the stop. Last year, the Panthers averaged 31.3 per game. They scored 500 points, and they led in running plays as well. A very unusual combination. Not since the '91 Redskins did it, had that been done. 27 straight regular season games with 100 or more rushing yards, and that's the longest streak since '78.
Yeah, you think a little bit about Atlanta with Mike Vick and the running quarterback and the way it adds up those rushing yards.
This is a team that's won 19 of its last 20 regular season games, and that is thrown behind Benjamin. And that time it was Jared Crick who was picked up in the offseason from Houston, who came in to deck Cam.
What you'll see is when they fake this way, the linebacker has to move, and they try to hit this slant right in behind where that linebacker is vacated. It's a very much a base part of this offense, and it works great when you're running the football well. What happened to them in the Super Bowl was they weren't running it well, and Cam was getting hit about like that.
Squinting after the hit. Now we have a flag before the snap.
Prior to the defense 12 men, Denver has called their 2nd timeout of the half, a 30-second timeout.
Yeah, you don't see that very often. You've got 5 timeouts. All 3 for Carolina have been taken, and 2 for Denver.
Well, what's even more unusual is we don't have to take a commercial because they've taken so many times out at this particular point.
Right. Statistical update, rushing yards, each team moving the ball extremely well on the ground, and the 2 turnovers for Denver, one of which was cashed in for a touchdown for Carolina.
Yeah, let's look at this number right here first of all. 176 yards of offense, and you think back to the Super Bowl, they only had 194 total in that game. So Trevor Siemian coming in here, even though they had the 2 turnovers, they're moving the ball up and down the field.
Yeah, they were 1 for 14 on 3rd down conversions in the big game, and tonight 3 for 4 on 3rd down. 3rd and 6 for the Panthers. Newton flings it to the outside, and that is Devin Funchess who makes the catch and is able to stay in bounds.
And they're moving Von Miller around now, trying to help get him a little bit of pressure inside. Looks like good clean catch, and the heel never came down. If it had, it might have been incomplete.
First catch of the night for Funchess. And for Stewart, this is his 7th carry of the night. We go to Michelle.
Well, Brandon Marshall went back to the locker room with the neurotrauma consultant, which means he is being evaluated for a concussion. He had a concussion in 2014, so if he is not cleared, this would be his 2nd, Al.
All right. Thank you, Michelle. There he goes back to the locker room, and of course the league has gotten very serious about that issue.
They invested a lot of money in new helmet technology. We heard all about it the other day.
2nd and 10 from the 35-yard line. As Newton fires, and that bullet is incomplete, intended for Kelvin Benjamin. Aqib Talib still down, covered on the play, and now he gets up. Of course, a great, not only a pair of corners, but 3 here with Chris Harris and Aqib Talib. And then into that mix you throw Bradley Roby.
And linebackers that can cover too.
Yep. Long drive. This is the 14th play of the drive that started back at their own 11-yard line. 3rd and 10. Blitz coming. He gets away, and then it is caught on the outside by Olsen. To the 19-yard line. You had T.J. Ward coming. You had Darian Stewart, who was lined up about 15 yards downfield. He was blitzing too. Newton able to escape, turns it into a 13-yard gain.
Well, here's what a great quarterback can do, because you get all these guys blitzing. When they stay in the block, the guys that have man coverage on them go after them. So now if you spin out, once they start blitzing, there's nobody there. And because Cam Newton's such a great athlete and able to escape that, he was able to come up with a big play.
Tolbert flanks Newton here. And Cam's going to take it himself and get around the corner. And it's out of bounds at about the 18-yard line. More than 5 minutes to go in the opening half.
Yeah, and you get the feeling more and more that Cam is settling into this game. And I always thought for quarterbacks, and I played a little in high school and college, that sometimes getting hit and running the ball early in the game sort of settles you into the ball game, that you start to feel like, hey, this is a football game, and your brain slows down. And Von Miller's more than happy to oblige him anytime he wants one of those, though.
He gets a breather. 2nd down and 7 from the 19-yard line. Off the fake to the outside, but nothing there for Olsen. Chris Harris on top of him at the 19-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 with the 17th play of the drive coming up. And that's one of the reasons you looked at Miller and he was gassed.
Yeah, and opening night, regardless of where you are, is tough, because what have you been playing? Maybe 20, 25 plays in preseason, and now you've got a 17-play drive to deal with?
At 5,280 feet, Ware is out for the moment. 3rd and 7. Miller in, Ware out from the 19-yard line. 5-man rush, and the pass caught inside the 5. That's Olsen, who gets in front of Ward, and that moves the chains.
Let me tell you the biggest difference in this game and the Super Bowl. It's what Cam Newton is doing. No longer is he dropping back to that 10-yard depth. Now he is sitting back in the pocket, and Von Miller can no longer run that edge. He was back here in the Super Bowl. That's where Cam was, 10, 11 yards deep. Now he's sitting there at about 7, and Mike Rimmers is having no problem so far.
Very balanced drive, 8 runs, 9 passes, and a flag thrown here.
Defense, 12 men. Penalties half the distance to the goal. Still 1st down.
And that'll take it from the 4 to the 2. Look like Justin Simmons, the rookie, number 3 draft choice out of Boston College, may have been the 12th man. You only want to be the 12th man in Seattle. Or College Station. This will tie the longest drive in terms of plays in Panther history. Play number 18. And it's Newton to the end zone, and Cam Newton has a touchdown.
That's a record setter.
Reached for it, got the pylon. He said there's no dab this year. He's got a new dance, and of course it's not very much appreciated in Denver.
He's looking for the football now.
Yeah.
When Cam Newton or any quarterback runs the ball, instead of, think if the quarterback hands off and then just stands there. Well, now it's sort of a 11-on-10 kind of game, you know. But if the quarterback can run and you get that extra blocker in front, it changes everything defensively in the way you have to defend him. That's the reason down around the red zone in particular, He is just a devastating weapon.
So that drive took 9 minutes, 15 seconds, 18 plays, 9 runs, 9 passes, 89 yards. Graham Gano for the 14th point with 3:01 to go in the half. Cam Newton to the end zone, 14-7 Carolina.
Dad, you could just drop me off right here.
No, I'll take you up to the front of the school. That's where your friends are.
Seriously, it's really fine.
You don't want to be seen with your dad?
No.
This about a boy?
Dad, stop, please.
Oh, there's Tracy.
What? Bye, Dad.
It brakes when you don't. Forward collision warning and autonomous emergency braking available on the redesigned Passat from Volkswagen.
Cactus 1549, clear for takeoff.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. We're going to end up in the Hudson.
I got an A320 diving for the river.
This is the captain. Brace for impact.
Rated PG-13 starts tomorrow.
My girl Cindy bought this fridge from Lowe's because of their worry-free 30-day satisfaction guarantee on appliances. That's what I'm talking about, Cindy. I like your style.
Now get up to 35% off appliances $396 or more at Lowe's.
So, can I see you again?
I'm free on Black Forest Ham Day.
There's a Subway 350 sub of the day to help you remember life's important days.
We got married in June.
On Tuna Day.
Every day a different 350 6-inch sub. Every day of the week. Every sub contains no artificial flavors. At just $3.50, it's a great sub at a great price.
Her name is Terry.
She was born on Sweet Onion
Chicken Teriyaki Day.
The 350 sub of the day. Every day of the week at Subway.
Should I say you or Julio this week? Julio, nothing personal. You're something else, bro.
Without NFL.com fantasy football, what would friends talk about?
Hey, I had these really good carrots the other day. Nice.
It's not too late to play. Sign up for free at NFL.com/fantasy.
Cam Newton beginning his 6th season in the National Football League. Just put his name into the record book. Most rushing touchdowns by a quarterback, 44. He passes Steve Young, has played in about half the games that Steve did, and also most games now with a passing and a rushing touchdown. So he's just beginning his career in effect. I mean, Newton could go for, what, 10 more years at least.
And
I think he will obliterate those records.
I think he's still developing as a passer, too. You can just see him getting better and better every year.
And a touchback here, which means Denver will start at the 25. Well, Cam said he had a new dance.
Oh, yeah.
You can weigh in. 1-800-anything.
I'll be right back. Be good.
Text Mom. Boys have been really good today. Send. Let's get Marcus' own cell phone. Send.
Brad could use a new bike. Send.
Message. You decide. They're your kids.
Why are you guys texting Grandma?
It was him.
Keep your family connected. App Connect on the redesigned Passat from Volkswagen.
Guys, no one's playing as you in Madden on Xbox One. As your agent, I need you to go out there and connect with the Xbox Live community. Get your popularity back up.
Great game, Julia.
I win!
Oh, yeah! Go. Come on, get there. Yes, touchdown.
Snaps the ball. Drops back.
Strip sack Miller.
Guys, it's so easy to connect on Xbox Live. What's the issue?
Y'all need to work on y'all people skills.
Play together on the fastest gaming network. Get the new Xbox One S.
Monday, it's the American Ninja Warrior season finale.
I cannot wait to go out there and just crush it.
You gotta fight!
American Ninja Warrior season finale, Monday on NBC.
They took Marshall back for evaluation. He's been cleared, so he's back on the bench and can get back into the game.
You know, one of the things I learned this weekend is that is the team doc and the trainer of the team that actually makes the final decision, not the independent doc that's on the sideline. So multiple reasons for that will be for another day.
So they begin from the 25 under the new rule after the touchback and start on the ground with C.J. Anderson to the 28-yard line.
Well, Trevor Siemian, everybody in the Broncos building told us they were expecting big things. Came right out and did the little sidearm delivery, scrambled left, turned those shoulders right on the money. He's been throwing it from the beginning. Watch this release, 0.33. Now, we clock a lot of quarterbacks, and about 0.30 is as fast as we've seen, and he's needed it a few times. That time, Starlo Tulele was coming hard.
Second down and 8 from the 27. Here's Anderson again. C.J. Anderson, he made the Pro Bowl. He's a Pro Bowler on 2 levels. Talking to him the other day, he loves bowling. He's so good at it, he has rolled 3 perfect games and bowls in a league where he can win some money. So he's been to the Pro Bowl, and his dream is to be on the Pro Bowlers Tour someday.
Said he was more nervous getting ready to bowl that 300-yard game than he was playing in the Super Bowl.
2-minute warning in Denver, 14-7 Panthers.
Americans don't celebrate the good enough canyon. We didn't aim to be second to the moon. Verizon doesn't settle for good enough either. So now we are introducing Verizon LTE Advanced. With 50% faster peak speeds in more than 450 cities coast to coast. So don't settle for an unlimited plan with limits. Switch now and get our best deal. 20 gigs of limitless data with 4 lines for only $160. Welcome to the Next Gen Network.
For thousands of years, man could not fly. Then a Thursday came along, and man flew. So just imagine what heights will be reached when Tyrod Taylor and the Bills kick off Thursday Night Football against Darrelle Revis and the Jets in a classic AFC East rivalry.
And he's in the end zone.
It's Jets, it's Bills, it's Thursday. Anything can happen on Thursday. Thursday Night Football returns next Thursday at 8 on NFL Network, CBS, and streaming on Twitter.
Yeah, hard work and dedication, but that's not enough. I mean, look at this cookie cutter copy and paste blah. Where is something new, something different? There. Come on, you freaks. Unleash your creativity. Free your imagination, your genius, and superstition. Make your own luck and make this guy want to steal your look. Come on, shock the world, be the next, do something different. Now make it up on the fly. If you call yourself an athlete, create something. Why are you even here? Sport needs you.
You are an incredible performer.
Awe-inspiring, jaw-dropping.
A star is being born.
The Got Talent season finale live Tuesday at 8/7 Central on NBC.
On the Charter halftime coming up, the boys will take a look at Cam and the Carolina offense. Also break down Trevor Siemian's first half, and Bob Costas will preview the game we have for you on Sunday night, which is the Patriots at the Cardinals on Sunday Night Football. So the halftime coming up. 3rd down and 7 now, 2 minutes to go in the first half. And to the outside and incomplete. That's Jordan Norwood. First time they've looked his way tonight. The rookie James Bradbury covering. And it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and the arm strength is creating some challenging throws on the outside for Bradbury. But here's a young man they are very high on from early on. He's a small college, comes out, and of course Josh Norman was the guy ultimately he had to replace. And they've been taking a lot of chances in the secondary so far, but he's played well.
The rookie punter is Riley Dixon. He was a 7th round pick. They let Dustin Colquitt go. And Ginn gets hammered at the 32, and a flag comes in at the end of the play. So we'll get the call from Sterator before we take the break with 1:45 to go here in the half.
Pretty significant foul, which way this one goes.
During the return, holding, return team number 26, 10-yard penalty, first down Carolina, timeout.
And that's the other rookie corner, Darryl Worley. Back after this.
Bridgestone engineers are helping All-Pro receiver Larry Fitzgerald go long.
I don't need help going long.
Bridgestone's Dual Lenza Plus is our longest-lasting SUV and truck tire. It's engineered to go 80,000 miles.
Huh?
It's over 14 million first downs.
Oh, dang. I love anything that goes long. Long hair, long passes, long careers.
Long division.
Long dogs.
We're going to do this for 80,000 miles?
You can walk if you like.
I don't want to walk, Larry.
You don't have to. Long hugs, long weekends.
I'm like a sponge for this stuff. I can learn it, get it, sell it. I can do this job in my sleep better than some people can do awake. I just want to make sure this brain stays in hyperdrive.
Hey, we hear you. That's why AARP created Staying Sharp. It's more than brain games. It's a personalized 360 approach to brain health with assessments and tools that can help you keep your brain sharp. If you don't think this is right for me when you think AARP, then you don't know ARP. Get to know us at aarp.org/possibilities.
Shot a bust head. Don't carry that kind, cowboy. Pity, I had just ordered a drink from him.
Took a job looking for some men to join me. Is it difficult? Impossible.
You ain't never seen a soldier like me. 1, 2, 3, I'm a
I know you.
Sam Chisholm. Say it. Rated PG-13.
This NBC Kickoff special being brought to you by Chevrolet. More 2016 J.D. Power Dependability Awards than any other brand. By Subway Restaurants. By Nationwide. Nationwide is on your side. And by Sully. From director Clint Eastwood, starring Tom Hanks, starting tomorrow. Speaking of Nationwide on your side, Mr. Peyton Manning will be in the booth here in the third quarter. Get to spend a little time with him.
Think he'll hum the song for us?
He might. A few other commercials. And this is Newton taken off. And to the 31-yard line, close to a first down. Darian Stewart makes a tackle. Remember, there are no timeouts available for this team, and only one for Denver if they get the ball back. Used all of them by the early part of the second quarter. Second down and 1. Clock running with 1:23. Whitaker finds a little bit of a crease and goes up to the 34-yard line.
I think just wanted to make sure they converted that first down, and now 3 extra downs. Now they'll get back into the hurry-up mode. Some very creative stuff tonight by Mike Shula. He is not putting these tackles in harm's way. The chips have worked, and really Mike Remmers has done well on his own.
He has. And Newton fires, and that's caught on the outside by Benjamin, who escapes. Got away from Roby and takes the ball out to midfield, but the clock keeps on rolling. That's a first down right at the midfield stripe, under 40.
You better bring help if you want to try and tackle Kelvin Benjamin.
And just spikes it here to stop the clock with 33.
You know, it's been a year. You sort of forget what a factor this guy has become. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this. Any other wideout, you just make the tackle. Roby's a good tackler. But on the outside, Von Miller got about as close against Mike Remmers as he has so far. That bull rush and the inside move. But Cam Newton able to get it out.
Came down the elevator today to come out of the stadium with Mike Remmers' brother. Introduced himself and said, hey, take it easy on my guy tonight, would you?
We're taking it easy because he's playing great so far.
Broncos got penalized with 12 men on the field, so it's second down and 5 at the 45-yard line. Cam's going to run. And that'll be a first down, and the clock is going to keep on moving to the 32-yard line.
The problem is, in these prevent situations, you have two safeties deep. There's not enough to cover a running quarterback up the middle.
And he's going to spike it here. So, normally timeouts in the first half don't mean much. Who cares? But this is one of those situations where they're paying the price right now.
Yeah, but you're in the mile-high city, too. And so field goals of 50 yards plus, extremely possible. We've already seen Gano kick one out of the end zone from the 20-yard line. Here's the run right here. So there, you could see Jared Crick. He's even just sitting there waiting for it. There's just nothing you can do. Too big, too athletic.
Brandon Marshall back in, that linebacker for Denver. Clock is running, play clock. 2nd and 10, and that pass reaching for and making the catch and getting out of bounds is Greg Olsen.
If TJ Ward had touched him down as he was sliding across there, that clock might have kept rolling and been the end of the half. Let's take a look. If he dives right here and gets a finger on him before he rolls out of bounds, Olsen knew it. He was reaching hard for the sideline. An opportunity there missed.
Great catch and great thinking by Olsen. It's been around a little while. 44-yard attempt now for Gano to try to make it a 10-point game. Andy Lee is the holder. And a flag is down. Aqib Talib came across the line.
It's offsides, Denver.
Even if it is, you got 3 seconds. Then what are you going to do?
Oh, you're
not taking
3
the points
for sure.
You're not taking the points away.
No way. That was an impressive drive with no timeouts.
Offside. Defense number 21. Penalty is declined. The field goal is successful.
So that makes it 17-7 with 3 seconds and a kickoff coming.
Just a great play here by Greg Olsen, not only to make the catch, but then to extend the ball, because all Ward has to do is touch him at any point there. If Ward had been diving trying to make a play, he would have made contact, would have been down there, the half would have ended.
So a very brainy play and a great physical play by Olsen to let them get into position to extend the lead. Started his career with Chicago, and he has really blossomed. He was good with the Bears, but he has been great with the Panthers.
Yeah, he has been their leading receiver and major weapons. Had a bit of a back issue. They let him rest for a couple of weeks at the end of preseason. But so much of this offense, and now he's the little receiver out there at 255. Cam Newton, that has been a brilliant first half by him. You can tell he was calm, cool, and collected in our meeting room, but sort of had that look, didn't he, Al?
Yep. And a beautiful hat, too. Some great lids. And after the 25, it'll come for a probable kneel down. Championship game rematches, first game following season. You have to go back to 47 for the first one. Cards, Eagles, 48. Of course, there are far fewer teams in the league at that point. Season opener in 52. Bills and the Chargers in the AFL Championship in the season opener in 66. But then in the Super Bowl era, only the Chiefs and the Vikings. Chiefs won Super Bowl IV. Hank Stram, of course, guiding them. Len Dawson, and they met the following year. So the kneel down will end the first half. Panthers will get the second half kickoff. The score at the half is 17-7. And coming up next, the Toyota halftime after these messages.
Groundbreaking, a change is taking place.
Stop right there! Go.
The time has
October 3rd after The Voice on NBC.
I'm Shannon Kogan with Wave 3 News. What happens here matters to me because this is where my boys are growing up. If you're raising a family anywhere in Wave Country, you probably look at it that way too. We have some serious issues to deal with that affect our safety. But we also have positive things happening in our community, people doing good things. I'm proud to say at Wave 3 News, we do both. A balanced look at the community where you and I are raising our families.
Bluegrass Cellular brings you the neighborly service of a trusted local partner, along with a powerful nationwide network and industry-leading technology. With faster data speeds and more complete coverage, we keep you connected, here, there, and everywhere. This year is our 25th anniversary, and we couldn't have done it without you, which is why we're giving you 25 gigs of free data when you sign up for paperless billing and autopay, open to both new and existing customers. Bluegrass Cellular, your community expanded.
Start last, finish first. Most colleges have started, but at Sullivan University, you can still enroll for fall. And with our time-tested quarter system, you can finish faster than students at other colleges. Even more exciting, if you have college credits from previous schools, chances are we can help you put those towards your degree, from an associate to a master's. Once you finish your degree, our Career Services Department will help you find career opportunities. Contact Sullivan University today. You'll start last, but you'll finish first.
Come on, time to get up.
What for?
Come on, let's go. Okay, come on, guys. Time to go. Let's go to work.
Oh, Steve, I totally would, but I don't want to.
Come on, Golden Girl. Showtime. Come on, guys.
Put your lucky numbers to work with Pick 3 and Pick 4 from the Kentucky Lottery. Because if they work hard, you could play hard with big cash prizes drawn twice daily.
Hey, Steve, sorry I ate all your chips.
Lauren Jones on Wave 3 News Sunrise.
Hey, buddy, you here for the tickets?
Yeah. Wait. Oh, man. Good shit.
What were you thinking? You've got to get your tickets on NFL Ticket Exchange. NFL Ticket Exchange, 100% verified, authentic tickets.
Welcome to the Toyota Halftime. Let's go places.
At the half, the Panthers lead the Broncos 17-7, and we head down to the field to join Dan, Tony, and Rodney.
All right, Bob, thank you. Carolina scored just 10 points in the Super Bowl. They've got 17 already. What have you seen so far here?
Well, on the offensive side of the ball, we talked about Cam Newton and protecting him. And the biggest adjustment that they made was they kept Mike Tolbert in and gave him an opportunity to chip on Von Miller, double team him and keep him from getting to Cam Newton.
Yeah. And we said if they could protect, there would be some people open, and there have been. And we also said that Kelvin Benjamin could be the X factor. Here's the other thing they're doing: throwing in rhythm, throwing quick, using these big-bodied receivers.
But the thing I like about it, Coach, is Cam Newton's just being a football player. You see the threat of him running the ball, but using his eyes, making plays, and just being a football player. This is what he does best.
And those design runs at the end of the first half. Newton, 11 for 17 for 111 yards. He's rushed for 36 in the touchdown. Benjamin has 4 receptions. Greg Olsen has 4. Trevor Siemian, a lot of questions coming in. How did he answer the questions?
I'll tell you what, he impressed me. Not one thing that Carolina did fooled him. He was ready for the blitzes. He was poised in the pocket. Here's a third down play where he scrambles around, makes something happen, Rodney.
But what I love about him, Coach, is recognizing the blitz, getting outside the pocket, and keeping his vision down the field and going to his hot route. His teammates talked about his poise and his command of the offense. This is why they like this kid.
He showed it.
8 for 12, 92 yards, did have the deflection for the interception. Chris Collinsworth talked about it during the game, his quickness, his ability to get rid of that ball, and he's needed that in the first half. As far as a weakness in this Carolina defense, were they exposed a little bit in the secondary?
Well, we talked about the secondary, and we knew that they had young cornerbacks, and their toughest challenge was going to be able to match up with these wide receivers. But to me, that wasn't even a problem. The problem was just them tackling. They have to understand their cornerbacks, they get paid to cover, but they also have to tackle.
Yeah, they blocked the safeties, Denver did, and forced the corners to tackle, and a couple of these big runs, it was all on the corners. Here's another one. This is just recognition. Corner doesn't even know where the ball is.
He didn't even look.
28-yard touchdown.
Didn't even look.
That's where the inexperience showed up.
All right, second half adjustments. I'll start with Denver first. What would you do?
Well, if I'm Gary Kubiak, I'm in that locker room right now and talking to my defense and saying, you know what? You're supposed to be the best defense in football. You got to prove it on this first series of the second half. You've got to get a turnover, stop them, give Trevor Siemian a chance. We're moving the football. You guys have to stop them.
Yeah, if I'm Carolina, I'm saying, if I'm Greg Olsen, I'm going up to Cam Newton and saying, hey, man, don't forget about me. No one on this defense can defend me. Get me the ball.
Keep in mind, Carolina will get the ball to start the second half, and you wonder just how important that first drive is of the second half.
It's huge. Denver cannot afford to fall behind by 2 or 3 scores and make Trevor Siemian have to throw to catch up. The defense has to step up on that first drive.
Coming up, Bob Costas will look ahead to the Sunday Night Football opener. The Patriots without Tom Brady as they visit the Cardinals. But first, a Toyota can take you a long way, but sometimes only sports can bridge the distance between a father and a son. Take a look.
Hey, Dad.
How's it going? It's a nice day. Did you see the game on Sunday?
What a catch. I thought there was no way he was going to be able
Both feet in bounds.
Who goes for it on 4th down on your own 45? We're going to the playoffs. We're going to the playoffs. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Hi. Going to the playoffs.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Back in Denver, where the Panthers lead the Broncos 17-7 at the half. Meanwhile, NBC's Sunday Night Football will premiere with the Patriots in Arizona taking on the Cardinals, a matchup of Super Bowl contenders who both reached their conference championship games last January. But the headlines for this one are also about who won't be in uniform, as Tom Brady, more than 19 months after the initial events in question, begins serving his 4-game Deflategate suspension. Without rehashing the whole absurd affair, it's still worth noting that ultimately the appeals court only affirmed the NFL's right to impose the penalty. It did not affirm that the penalty itself was right. The punishment, a quarter of the season for a mere misdemeanor, needlessly turned into a literal federal case, remains striking in its disproportion. But the Brady ruling stands. So Sunday night, the Patriots quarterback will be 24-year-old Jimmy Garoppolo, the 2014 second-round pick out of Eastern Illinois, who takes charge of an offense that was ranked 3rd in the league in scoring last year and goes against another prolific attack in the Cardinals, led by Carson Palmer and Larry Fitzgerald, a pair of veterans who are well aware they don't have that many shots left at getting to the Super Bowl. Now, if Tom Brady were playing, a high-scoring game would seem likely. But with Garoppolo making his debut, it's hard to know exactly what to expect. Then again, if anyone can make the best of such a predicament, it's probably Bill Belichick. So, that's coming up Sunday night on NBC. While tomorrow morning on the Today Show, they continue helping viewers check items off their bucket list. Hoda Kotb has saved the best for last, helping a sports fan fulfill a lifelong dream. That's tomorrow on Today. And we're back to Denver for the second half after this.
This has been the Toyota Halftime. Let's go places.
Monday, September 19th, Miley Cyrus joins The Voice.
No matter who you are, what you look like, never let anyone change you.
The Voice premieres Monday, September 19th on NBC.
At Thornton's, we believe busy folks like you should be able to get real food from a real kitchen, even when you're on the go. So now we have real kitchens with real cooks making real food right in our stores. Hand-rolled breakfast burritos, freshly made pizza sticks, soft, salty pretzels. A whole menu of delicious food that's good to go and great to eat. Stop in today and see just how good real can taste.
Real kitchen, real food, it's Thornton's.
What makes a perfect tailgate? Well, first, you need friends. A lot of friends. Something to eat. Something to drink. Games to play. Oh, yeah. Did we mention something to eat? A bit of shade. A place to sit. A bunch of pride. A bunch. Easy, fellas. You need some of this, some of that, and a little Put it together and you've got the perfect tailgate, courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors.
What's your passion? Make it happen at Sullivan Tech. Make it grab, move, efficient. Make it wow, vibrant, pop. Make it fast, stable, secure. Make it personal. Make it practical. And make it work with career services when you graduate. Make it happen now. Visit sctd.edu or call 456-6509.
Scott Reynolds, tonight on Wave 3 News.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Tonight, Fallon has Ariana Grande, plus Russell Westbrook with a shootout. Ariana performs, and NFL players read superlatives.
I was voted Black, Mr. Clean.
New Fallon.
There's a moment in every game that changes everything.
How in the world did they do that?
NFL Turning Point, presented by Bose, Wednesdays on NBCSN. Tonight's first half highlights are brought to you by Chevrolet.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Super Bowl 50 champion, Denver Broncos.
And over the middle, and that is caught in the end zone. What a return for Kelvin Benjamin. And it is tipped and it is picked off at the line of scrimmage, and that is Thomas Davis. Over to the fullback, and Janovich's first carry in the National Football League is a touchdown.
Chevrolet, find new roads.
Back we come to Denver. Halftime score 17-7 Carolina. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Michelle Tafoya. Cam Newton, 44th career rushing touchdown. That's a record in only his 6th season. He sets that mark. The numbers for Trevor Siemian got off to a pretty good start. Then there was a fumble, then there was an interception. Benjamin, good return, missing all of last year with that torn ACL. 4 catches and a touchdown. And one Andy Janovich, the first player with a TD run of 28 or more on the first carry of his career since Brian Westbrook did it in 1995. I'm sorry, what did I say? I said Michael Westbrook. I could have said Russell, but you know, we've covered all the Westbrooks.
It's opening day.
It's opening day.
That's right, it was a promo. That's how
right,
you came up with that.
Yeah,
Tonight show.
So we start the second half with a McManus kick. That goes through the end zone, touchback to the 25, and let's go to Michelle.
Well, Ron Rivera told me at halftime his team started this first half exactly the way he wanted them to. He said, we threw the first punch. We wanted to show we're not afraid of them. And, Chris, you talked about Cam Newton not dropping back as deep as he did in the Super Bowl. Rivera told me they're trying to keep things very tight around that pocket to keep those edge rushers at bay.
Thank you, Michelle. It's what's been going on in the first 30 minutes of the first of 256 National Football League games, taking us into January. Last day of the season is actually New Year's Day this year. From the 25-yard line. Ted Ginn sets up behind Newton, and the ball is given to Stewart. Up to the 28-yard line, gain of 3.
Well, you say, how's the MVP playing in this one? He's playing a whole lot like the MVP, and he has, watch him drive his hips through some of these throws. Not only is he big and strong, but has that same sort of whip that golfers have, sort of a classic delivery. But here's the difference maker. The ability to fake one way, run the other, then do a little power sweep down on the goal line. Just aren't many things that guy can't do, and dancing's pretty good too.
11-17 through the air, 111, 36 more yards on the ground for him. Big hole for Stewart, who gets stopped just shy of the first down. That's Darian Stewart, who collects him just short of the 35-yard line, but see if they're going to give it to him or not.
One of the things, Al, they've been doing in this game is using this bunch formation. They also used that in the Super Bowl a few times, and it was really effective against Von Miller, but they got in and out of different things, and they didn't chip consistently enough. They didn't go to that consistently enough, and Cam Newton just dropped too deep and made it too easy on Von Miller.
And they gave him those extra couple of inches. I thought he'd come up short, but they put the ball right at the 35. So it is a first down. And Newton to the 39. You talk about that mesh point. That's about as long as you can hold it with your back, keep it, and try, of course, to outsmart the defense. That time he's able to pick up 4.
Watch how long Cam is going to hold this in the belly of Jonathan Stewart. And finally, it took forever, but Von Miller finally took the bait. I mean, he sat there and sat there. Watch, he's going to move right along with him and then just yank it out. That is much harder than it looks because the back has to really trust that quarterback.
2nd and 6. Stewart again. Shifty little move there. And with that last burst, he may have picked up another first down.
I'm really enjoying watching Jonathan Stewart run the football. 240 pounds of a guy, but watch how elusive he is. I told you earlier, 56 missed tackles he forced a season ago. Just watch the way he just sort of dances through this hole. Looks like you got him, looks like you got him. Now let's spin a little bit. Use your power, drive it on through. Really a good game.
This time they don't give him the first down with that last burst. 3rd down inches. Fozzie Whitaker is now in the backfield. Fake to him. Newton will keep it, and Cam's going to get stopped short. Ray comes up along with Talib. So they take him out just short of the first down. 4th down.
Shane Ray just going to make a tremendous play here. He stuffs the wide receiver, Devin Funchess, and stops him short. And that was a must-have stop on this drive. Keep Talib comes up and sticks his shoulder in there as well. Huge play.
Jordan Norwood back to receive the kick. He had a 61-yard punt return in the Super Bowl, the longest in Super Bowl history. And Andy Lee, longtime 49er, sends this one to the end zone. Out of the 20, he will come when we come back, and we'll come back with Peyton Manning.
You're taking an enormous risk speaking with us, so thank you.
Of course.
What was the key to toppling this notorious crime ring?
By keeping my identity a secret, I was able to witness the atrocities firsthand. I've been undercover for 5 years. Anonymity is critical to my survival.
Want to get away? Now you can with Southwest fares as low as $59 one way. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
The 2017 Kia Sorento monitors your driving environment with available intelligent features like a lane departure warning system, advanced smart cruise control, and blind spot detection. Not to mention it was named a 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus, so it helps protect you in more ways than one. The 2017 Kia Sorento.
I used to ask if you could hear me now, but I switched to Sprint.
I switched too.
Great.
Have you seen all the whining from Verizon?
I think Verizon the Goliath is panicking. People are switching to Sprint. All these networks are great now. People are tired of overpaying.
Sprint cut my rates by 50%.
Sprint's network reliability is within 1% of Verizon. Can you hear that?
Switch to Sprint and save 50% on most current Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile rates. And get free LG Tribute 5 smartphones for the whole family.
What a way to end a career. Retire after winning the Super Bowl. John Elway won back-to-back Super Bowls, and that was enough. Jerome Bettis did it with the Steelers. Michael Strahan capped his Giants career with a Super Bowl win. Ray Lewis did it with the Ravens. And 1987, one Peyton Manning walked off the field, Super Bowl 50. I didn't even recognize you without a robe. What are you doing all dressed up?
I know this is, I usually sleep in till noon, wear the robe, and this is an early morning for me.
Give Eli a call, and Simeon back to pass. Beautiful. Caught at the 36, and up to the 43 goes Demaryius Thomas. Your thoughts about what you've seen from Simeon so far in the first half?
I think he's done well. I think he's hung in there tough. Got a tip ball, which I've always thought should be legal. Like
official scorer wouldn't give it to you.
Banned like pine tar and baseball out. You know, tip ball interceptions, and you know, had a fumble, but he's hung in there tough. You know, first start, good throw right there. So
just hits that back foot and lets it go, doesn't it?
That's right. That's right. He can make all the throws. Didn't have the ball in the whole second quarter, so.
There's a gain of 23 to give it to C.J. Anderson. I mean, you missed the 1 year because you were hurt, but then you were an Ironman. So what's it like for you knowing that you're not coming? Well, you're not coming back, right? That we know.
Right. That's right. I'm out. I'm out of eligibility. That's that's official. It's you know, it's different, obviously. I mean, certainly when you're not playing when you're injured, that's different. But this has been fun. Obviously, being a part of the pregame was special. Bringing the trophy out there, that was quite an honor. And you know, watching the Broncos play, where you know a lot of these guys, you know Emmanuel and DT, and I talked to Trevor last night, and oh, baby.
Incompleted, but a flag. Demaryius Thomas, he had the rookie Bradbury covering.
Now you're not allowed to cheer up here. You understand that, right?
I have to be biased? Okay.
No,
unbiased.
Number 24.
If you're biased, you'd be accused of like me.
Unbiased. That's right. That's what that means.
It's trending on Twitter. Penalty on Bradbury, and that's a first down.
You get the rookie corner on the outside and physical down the field and get the call.
I'm just kind of enjoying Al, just being a fan this year. You know, pulling for guys that you know, coaches that you played for, and players that you played with, and obviously we'd be pulling hard for Eli and the Giants, but
sure.
Certainly have a lot of respect for this coaching staff and these players. That way, good way.
Anderson, good run, good tough run. Close to a first down as he gets to the 30.
I tell you,
he's a little slow in getting up.
Having Andy Janovich in there, they're doing some isolation plays, and they're doing some double teams, and they're doing some cool stuff in here. Down, now you're going to kick out this guy right here. This old Dallas Cowboys coming through with Moose Johnson, and that looks pretty good. This is so much of it before was sort of a blend, right, of your offense and what Gary Kubiak liked to do, but you can sort of see Gary Kubiak's fingerprints all over this now.
All the way. And what it does, Chris, as you know, it keeps Carolina in their base defense, which they can't be as complex, can't junk it up, which is a lot easier for a young quarterback to be able to see.
Keep Janovich in there. He took Thomas Davis out the last time. Simeon gets hit as he throws, and it's picked off at the 11-yard line by Benet Ben-Wickery. So the pass underthrown, Simeon under pressure, and Ben-Wickery is there with inside position in front of him to make the interception. Third turnover for the Broncos. Kurt Coleman put the pressure on the blitz. Carolina has the ball.
The 2017 Kia Sorento monitors your driving environment with available intelligent features like a lane departure warning system, advanced smart cruise control, and blind spot detection. Not to mention, it was named a 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus, so it helps protect you in more ways than one. The 2017 Kia Sorento.
Are you done? Okay.
All right, here goes nothing.
Oh.
Oh, whoa. Wow, I can see everything. Oh my gosh.
I'm not doing this part. Oh, that is amazing. So beautiful. In your own backyard.
football fans, get everything you need for this year's tailgate at Cloud9.
With discounts on week-expired sausages, generic beer, and body paint that's also house paint.
Hut, 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 hike it on over.
Superstore moves to Thursday, September 22nd on NBC.
No better name in the league than Benet Ben-Wickery. And Benet Ben-Wickery just picked off Trevor Siemian. Third turnover for the Denver Broncos, and it gives Carolina the ball at their own 11-yard line with 9:10 to go in the third, and Carolina up 17-7.
Third time inside the 30-yard line and no points.
Start with Stewart on the ground. Finds a little room to the outside, takes it to the 18, and back we go to the pick.
All right, Peyton, here you go.
Well, they got a tight end in there, a tackle in there at tight end, so that safety knows that he's not running out for a pass pattern, right? So as soon as he blocks, he rushes right away. The back might have should have been over to come help him out, but because it's a tackle, that safety did a great job of not delaying at all and got pressure on Trevor. And he had him, Chris, for a touchdown. He could just get a little bit more on it.
Yeah, just right in his face. Maybe didn't get a chance to follow through, and it cost him. Look out.
Newton, play fake, going deep downfield, then throwing it incomplete.
That's the same sort of throw that Siemian just had to make, but because Cam's so big and so strong, he was able to get it there.
Yeah, that's a throw only certain guys can make.
I mean, falling
back
away,
foot, 40 yards.
Knowing you're going to take it right in the gut.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing what he can do off his back foot. The guy rarely steps into any throws.
He can make all the throws. It's impressive.
Shaq Barrett was the guy who got to him. By the way, you were so good, that's your audition tape if you ever need one.
Yeah, he's going to need an audition tape.
3rd and 3.
Look at
under pressure, and down he goes at the 9-yard line. DeMarcus Ware. Brandon Marshall came in as well, but DeMarcus Ware.
I thought he had a bad back. Watch him bend coming around this corner. Watch how low to the ground he is. Basically goes right underneath Michael Orr to get the sack, and a huge play to give this offense one more chance. Brilliantly done.
Newton's got the bad back after that one.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, baby. So there is Cam. Here is the punt now from Lee. Your backup quarterback is Derek Anderson. What a kick. Fielded after a juggle at the 15-yard line. And back to the 25, and a flag goes down. That's Jordan Norwood.
I don't know what they're paying Lee, but it's not enough.
76 yards
to get you out of a hole like that. And this is the bigger news here, though.
During the return, holding return team number 52, 10-yard penalty, first down Denver, timeout.
So it was 76 yards, a 12-yard run back, and then tack on another 10 to the back of that 74 net. But it's all about Newton and his health right now in Denver.
There's no one road out there, no one surface, no one speed, no one way of driving on each and every road. But there is one car that can conquer them all. The Mercedes-Benz C-Class. 5 driving modes let you customize the steering, shift points, and suspension to fit the mood you're in and the road you're on. The 2016 C-Class, starting at $38,950. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
Requesting tight hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice to see you, big guy.
Welcome back.
Good to be back.
Warning, enemy Titan detected.
It's game time.
Rated M for mature. Get the new Xbox One S.
Is that iced tea?
Nope, it's lemonade.
Is that iced tea?
Lemonade.
Iced tea?
What's with these people, man? Lemonade. Read the sign. Lemonade. Read it.
Okay.
Delicious.
Iced tea at a lemonade stand? Surprising.
What's not surprising? How much money Marin saved by switching to Geico.
It's lemonade, man.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Eleanor is dead.
You're in the good place.
This rules.
But in this perfect world,
Let me get more of them shrimpy.
she's an imperfect girl.
Did you fill your bra with shrimp?
Yes.
The Good Place, Thursdays this fall on NBC.
Cam Newton trying to walk it off on the sideline right now. Took a big hit. We showed you the sack by Ware, but here comes Von Miller and helmet-to-helmet contact right there. And then Cam sort of buckles back over his legs and has been limping a bit on the sideline. Clearly a foul there. It was not called.
And after the booming punt, now Simeon starts from the 14. And this is Anderson. Well, Peyton Manning is in the booth with us. So, Peyton, your future. What do you see down the line for yourself next year, 5 years from now, 15 years?
Well, I'm kind of looking forward out this fall to kind of taking a breath and kind of seeing what it is that I miss, what it is that I don't miss. It's pretty nice up here. I got to tell you, you don't get hit in the back, after you say anything.
Just draw whatever you want
not
up there,
bad
big
gig
guy.
up here, but no, I really meant what I said. Looking forward to being a football fan this fall, and it's my first fall in 25 years out, where I've kind of had a chance to do some things I've never gotten to do before, and our kids started kindergarten 3 weeks ago, so we've started a whole new chapter of our lives besides just not playing football. So I think this fall will kind of give me my answer as to what I want to do, what I don't want to do.
Are you in the carpool line? Are you in the drop-off, Dan? Are you doing all right?
8:30 drop-off, 3:45 pickup.
There you go.
I'm there.
All right.
He likes it up in the booth. Wait till he starts picking up anti-social media after one of these games, right?
Just type in my name. You'll love it.
3rd and 14. That's caught underneath. They'll have to punt. Virgil Green makes the catch, and we get a little uneasiness in the Mile High crowd.
This Carolina defense pretty good, aren't they?
They are good.
How good to see,
third and long is no good. Al,
golf game any good?
You guys are the best. No, just the same. Just the same.
The same.
Chris, thanks for what you guys do for football. We enjoy watching you do your thing. It's been a real pleasure being up here, and look forward to watching you all season.
Thanks for what you did. And as we go to break after this punt, you're just going to have to tell us, as the kick is angled toward the sideline, fielded to 32 by Ted Ginn. Once again, your favorite city in Nebraska.
Omaha.
And on that note, we go to commercial.
I need to know who he is, how he does it. I mean, who survives this kind of clientele? The secrets this guy has.
The accountant?
It's a cover. He's different.
Nothing short of supernatural.
He's got a PhD in black money. He's capable more than we know.
He's a killer.
Only when someone breaks his moral code. We should go.
Who are you?
The Accountant. Rated R. October 14th. With this level of engineering, it's a performance machine. With this degree of intelligence, it's a supercomputer. With this grade of protection, it's a fortress. And with this standard of luxury, it's an oasis. Introducing the completely redesigned E-Class. It's everything you need it to be, and more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
And we're going into overtime.
Sam's Choice stuffed crust pepperoni pizza. Stuffed with 3 cheeses, $5.98. Save money, live better. Walmart.
Well, friends, it's the last dance.
He's got to go to victory lane.
The last chance to make it into the chase. This is where it gets good.
Well, tonight, Fallon, all new. Welcome special guests, Ariana Grande and Russell Westbrook. I told you to be a Westbrook in that show. Tonight's show, Jimmy Fallon later tonight on NBC. Cam Newton is back. Scary moment for any Panther fan after He was hobbling around after the last sack. This time he's racing away to get out of trouble as he's pushed back by Shane Ray and incomplete. And we go to Michelle.
Well, yeah, when Cam limped off the field after that sack, he was in a lot of pain. The medical staff was looking at his right lower leg or ankle area. He ran around on it, did some high stepping. He looked really discouraged. But then he sat with Ken Dorsey, the quarterback's coach. They looked at pictures and got him ready to come back in.
All right, thank you, Michelle. Crowd booing. They thought that should have been grounding. You got to be outside the tackle box, or the extension of the tackles all the way back, and he was real close.
And there wasn't a receiver anywhere around, so it would